Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today sit a while for we are playing some more Out of the Park Baseball 22 with the Montreal Expos in 1994. Alright, last time out we've been shown what's what by the Mets. We got swept in the 3-game series. They had kind of our number the entire year. That's not all that surprising or anything like that. Today we're going to be playing against the Pirates. It should be a matchup that's a little bit more within reach for us. Actually, Pittsburgh is a few games behind us in the standings, so we should be able to handle them, at least I hope. So we have no injuries, so we are a very healthy team. That's a good thing. Today we're going to be facing John Smiley in the first game of the series, the lefty. Decent stats. I mean, Pittsburgh has not been good, so obviously he has a losing record, but not too terrible stats. He's not. I think he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy. Although he does get some strikeouts, but not. He's not like a power pitcher. Maybe more of a finesse pitcher, I guess. We're going to be sending Tom Gordon, of course. Tom Gordon usually gives us a good start. Not always the case, but usually. Let's take a look at the Pirates. If they have injuries, they have Dave Dorn-Weird. That's a funny one to say. That rolls right off the tongue. Dave Dorn-Weird. So we're pretty much facing their best lineup. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, we have no shot at playoffs. We've been eliminated, so it's all about playing, getting some innings in, trying to not lose too much, and building forward for next year. I will be making a couple changes here. Why not? There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna try it like that. Johnny Nutt can play center field. He's not all that great there, but I still like Johnny Nutt better than Mark Davis, so I'm gonna give the start to Johnny Nutt. And Nutt is also only 23, while Mark Davis is 29. Mark Davis is probably not getting any better. Actually, it's probably the opposite. He's probably gonna start to decline if he hasn't already. Alright, so that's going to be my lineup for the first game, and then we'll take it from there afterwards. So as usual, go Expos and play ball. And we're back home, by the way. We're hosting the Pirates after being on the road for the last few series. Oh, I forgot to look at their lineup. That's okay, we'll read it off of here. So Eric Owens is going to be batting first. Kevin Young is going to be second, playing first base. Mike Greenwell in left, Andy Van Slyke in right. Jay Bell is going to bat fifth. He's playing shortstop. Sean Green playing center field. Ken Bonifay playing third base, and Paul Conarko as the catcher. Alright, so top of the first, Eric Owens comes to bat to face Tom Gordon. 0-2 to him. Grounds it to the pitcher, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Kevin Young is next, 2-1 to him. That's it to center. Johnny Nutt gets under it. And he catches it for out number 2. That brings up Mike Greenwell with 2 outs, 2 and 2 to him. Grounds it to short. Barberie with the throw, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. Nothing to say about the Pirates here in the top of the first. We are now going into the bottom of the first. Marquise Grissom is going to get us started. 1-1. That's it. Weakly to center, and that's cut easily by Sean Green for out number 1. Delino de Shields is next. 2 and 2 to him. That's popped and cut at third by Bonifay. That's the second out, and now Ivan Calderon is going to be the batter. 1 and 2. And he struck out swinging. Alright, so we also go down 1, 2, 3. Top of the second, absolutely nothing has happened offensively in this game so far. Andy Van Slyke is going to be the first batter for the Pirates. 2 and 2 to him. Grounds it to first. And he's out for out number 1. J Bell is next. 3 and 1 to him. And he walks. Alright, so first base runner of the game belongs to the Pirates. A 1 out walk to J Bell. Sean Green is next. 0 and 1. That's fly to left. Calderon is there. He catches it for out number 2. J Bell has to stay at first. Now Ken Bonifay is going to be next. 2 and 1. That's it weakly, and that's cut by the Shields for out number 3. Going into the bottom of the second, there's still no score here at Olympic Stadium, Stade Olympique in Montreal, Quebec. John Smiley is still on the mound, of course. Charles Johnson is getting us started in the bottom of the second. 3 and 0 to him. And that's a base hit to left. A very rare 3 and 0 swing. And that's a single. Alright, so we have a runner on first now with nobody out. Johnny Nutt is going to take a swing now. At least hopefully he does. 0 and 2. Oh, and he does. But that's cut by Sean Green in center field. Oh, on the play, Charles Johnson advances to second base. So now we have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Shane Andrews is now the batter. No count to him. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first. That advances the runner to third on the play, but there's 2 outs now, so we need a base hit from Bret Barberie. 1 and 0. And he grounds it to short, and he is thrown out at first for out number 3. We get a runner all the way to third base, but we are unable to score him. It is still 0-0. Right, Paul Conarko is the first batter for the Pirates in the top of the third. 0 and 1. He grounds it to short for out number 1. John Smiley is next. 2 and 2. That's popped all the way, and that's cut by Charles Johnson, actually. That's 2 outs. Eric Owens is next. 1 and 2. Grounds it to second. Is going to be an infield single. You can tell when it's going to be an infield single by the animation of the batter. Like, the animation is different. Alright, so 2 outs now. Runner on first. Kevin Young is the batter. No count to him. Oh, and the runner goes. Oh, and he's out right on the money there. That wasn't even close. And the Pirates are done. Todd Ainey gets us started. Bottom of the third. No count. That's it to first, and that's an easy out for the first baseman, Kevin Young. Now, Tom Gordon is next. And he struck out swinging. Hey, JPEG14, welcome aboard, by the way. Yes, the defunct Montreal Expos, of course, my team when I was just a little kid. Alright, Grissom comes to bat with 2 outs, 1-1. That should be cut in center field by Sean Green, and it is for out number 3. Alright, top of the 4th, still nothing. Kevin Young is the batter, Tom Gordon. We're in 1994. That's the first year in game that I'm streaming. I started that universe in 1991. So I've been playing since... Yeah, they should, but I don't have the same team at all. So I started in 1991, and my team is very different. In 1994, we're not going to the playoffs this year, sadly. Alright, no count to Kevin Young. Oh, that's it pretty well to left. That's going to be extra bases all the way to the fence. Oh, wait. Is he safe? Yeah, he is. Okay, so a double for Kevin Young. Alright, nobody out. Mike Greenwell is next. 0-1. That's an easy pop out to the line of the Shields. And also very important to note, it says it in the title of my stream, but I'm playing manager only, so there's trades that my GMs have made that are not necessarily always to my advantage. I find the game a lot more challenging to play that way, so yeah. Alright, Andy Van Slyke is next. 1 out, runner on second base, 2-0. Alright, that should be cut by Johnny Nutt in center field. And it is. That's out number 2. J Bell is next with 2 outs now. No count. That's it to short. And he's thrown out for out number 3. Alright, so the Pirates get a leadoff double from Kevin Young, but they are unable to score him. Still scoreless here in Montreal. Bottom of the 4th. The line of the Shields is next. 1-1. That's a grounder to second, and he's thrown out for out number 1. So were you also a Montreal Expos fan, or just a baseball fan in general? Ivan Calderon is going to be the next batter. No count to him. Oh, that's going to be a base hit to right. So opposite field, base hit for Calderon, and we have a runner on board with 1 out. And now Charles Johnson is going to be the batter. 3-1. Oh, that looks like a double play ball, and it is. Yikes. Alright, so we get a runner on board, and then Charles Johnson commits into a double play. That's it for the Expos in the 4th. Going into the top of the 5th now, Sean Green is going to be the batter. No count to him. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Ken Bonifay is going to be next, full count. And he walks. Paul Conarko is next. 1 out, runner on first. 0-2. Struck out swinging. There you go. Alright, John Smiley is now the batter. 2 outs. Runner on first. No count. Grounds it to second. Oh, and that's going to be an error. Alright, the Shields with the error here. Alright. So there's 2 runners on, 2 outs. Eric Owens is next. No count to him. Another infield single for him. Alright. That's not good. Alright, so with 2 outs, we load the bases. So Pirates have the bases juiced with 2 outs, and now Kevin Young is the batter. Full count. And he walks in a run. Oh my god. Tom Gordon here with some control problems. Mike Greenwell is next. 1-1. That's a base hit to center. No. Oh, and it is 3-0 for the Pirates all of a sudden. All of that after 2 outs too. Alright, Andy Van Slyke is next, so 0-2. Struck out swinging. Alright, we got out of the inning, but we did allow 3 runs. Going into the bottom of the 5th, we're down 3 here in Montreal. Johnny Nutt gets things started for the Expos here, 0-1 to him. Grounds it to 3rd. He's thrown out at first for out number 1. Shane Andrews is next, 1-0 to him. Oh, that's it pretty well all the way to defense. That's going to be extra bases for Shane Andrews. And that's a double. All right, we need to score him. We need to come back in this game. Bret Barberie is next, 0-1 to him. And he grounds it to 3rd. And he's thrown out at first for out number 2. So now we're going to need a base hit from Todd Haney. 1-1 to him. And that's a liner to 3rd, and that's the end of this. Alright. Since it's September and I have plenty of pitchers, I'm going to go ahead and do a double switch already. I'm going to bring Russ McGinnis in. Play first base. And who do I bring in? Let's give some innings to Carl Pavano. Alright, so Pavano on the mound. Hopefully he can pitch pretty well. Jay Bell is the batter. We're down 3-0 in the top of the 6th. Full count here to Jay Bell. He grounds it to short and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Sean Green is next. 0-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Alright. Decent start in relief here for Pavano. Ken Bonifay is next, full count. And he walks. I shouldn't have given Pavano a compliment. Alright, Conarko is next, 2 outs, runner on first. Grounds it to 3rd. We get the lead runner at second base, and that's the end of the inning. Alright, Russ McGinnis gets things started. Bottom of the 6th for us. He has a little bit of pop in his bat. No count. That's it to left. That should be cut, though. And it is. That's cut by Greenwell. That's out number 1. Come on, Marquise. Get on base. We need your speed on base here. 1-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Alright, the Shields, full count, 2 outs. Struck out looking, yikes. Oh, I was hoping for something to get going with my speedy guys, but that's not happening, huh? Alright, let's have Pavano pitch a 2nd inning here. He didn't do too bad, I guess, in the last inning. 0-1 to John Smiley. That's it to center. Johnny Nutt is there, and he catches it for out number 1. Eric Owens is next, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Kevin Young with 2 outs, 0-1. Oh, that's popped. Barberie is there, catches it for out number 3. All right, let's ready here. Ivan Calderon, come on, with your MVP caliber season, get on base, do something. 1-2 to him. Well, striking out looking is doing something. It's just something I don't like much. Right, Charles Johnson, no count to him. Oh, that's going to be an infield single. Alright, so Johnson with the infield single, 1 out. Johnny Nutt is next, 1-2. Grounds it to 2nd. They get the lead runner at 2nd, but Johnny Nutt is safe at 1st. That's a fielder's choice. And now Shane Andrews is next, 1 and 2. Oh, no, he didn't. Alright, so Johnny Nutt got a stolen base, and Shane Andrews did not strike. I thought he struck out. Full count to him now. Oh, that's another infield single. Awesome. They just eat the ball. So now we have runners on first and third with 2 outs. And we have Bret Barberie at the plate. Oh, do I want to bring in a pinch hitter? Barberie has not done much lately. Let's look at... let's bring in Ruben Rivera, somebody with a little bit of pop in his bat. Alright, 2 outs, runner on extremities. We're bringing in Ruben Rivera as a pinch hitter, 1 and 2. That's it to right, and it falls in front of Andy Van Slyke. That's going to score a run. It is 3-1. Alright, so we have runners on first and second, 2 outs. We're going to bring in another pinch hitter. Not a whole lot of choice left. We're going to go, I guess, with Billy Doran. We're going to hope for a timely hit from the veteran. 1-0. And he grounds it too short, and that's the end of the inning. Alright, we took 1 run back. We're still down 2 going into the top of the 8th. Alright, yeah, I need to fix. Yeah, let's just bring Ray Sanchez to play short. Alright, we have a couple lefties coming. We're gonna bring Kerrigan to pitch that. Alright, so Michael Kerrigan facing Mike Greenwell. Top of the 8th, we're down 2-0-2 to Greenwell. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. And Van Slyke is next. 1 and 2 to him. Oh, struck out looking. That looked like a slider or a curve there. J Bell is next, 2 outs. 3 and 1 to him. Grounds it to third. Shane Andrews with the throw, and he's thrown out. Michael Kerrigan with the perfect inning. We are going into the bottom of the 8th, still down 2. Russ McGinnis is going to be facing John Smiley, who is still on the mound. 0-2. Struck out swinging. Marquise Grissom is next. No count to him. That's it to right. Van Slyke after it, he catches it for out number 2. Not a good game for Grissom, especially after a left against a lefty. We needed somebody to get on base at the top of the lineup, and that didn't happen. 2-2 for the Shields, and that's it really well. That's in the corner and right, or close to the corner, close enough. Double for the Shields. Alright, so with 2 outs, we have Ivan Calderon now. 0-1. And that's it to right for a base hit. The Shields goes home. It is 3-2 for the Pirates still, but we reduce the lead, cut the lead in half. So now we have runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and Charles Johnson is the batter, 1-0. Oh, and he grounds it to short for the 3rd out. We took another run back. We're making things interesting. Alright, so Joe Biasouchi is gonna be. Is he a pinch hitter? Yes, he is. Alright, so righty, lefty, righty. We're gonna go with. Let's go with Ondorf. He's pretty good, and we need to not allow more runs. Right, Biasouchi facing Ondorf, or Ondorf facing Biasouchi. 0-2. And we beamed him. No! That's not why I brought you in. Ken Bonifay. Full count to him. Grounds it to... Oh, what a play by Ray Sanchez. So Ray Sanchez dove for the ball and he managed to get the out at first. On the play, Biasouchi gets to second base though. So we really could use a strikeout here. 2-1. And that's a base hit to center instead. Not what I wanted. Oh. Oh, that's a bad throw. I thought that we were gonna get him at home. That's a bad throw. Alright, so it's 4-2 for the Pirates. They have another runner in scoring position with 1 out. Marty Neff comes in. He has 75 power, and I've never heard of the guy. 2-1. Alright, that's a fly ball to right. Alright, 2 outs. Eric Owens is now the batter. 2-1, sorry. Base hit to center. That's not good. Yeah, the Pirates took their 2 runs back. It is now 5-2, and now Kevin Young is the batter. 1-2. Grounds it to third. He's thrown out, but the damage is already done. Pirates took back 2 runs. It is 5-2 for the Pirates now. Right, so Stan Belinda comes in to pitch in a save situation for the Pirates. I'm going to go ahead and bring in a pinch hitter. Let's do Willie Green. Yeah, I think that's interesting for sure. I mean, the Expos went through that as well when they... a couple seasons they had to play some games in Puerto Rico or whatever, so we kind of went through that as well. So I think it's nice. I mean, the Rays don't have a bad team. They don't have a team that has a high payroll, but you know, they play pretty well. So definitely, I think there's a market for baseball in Montreal. I don't know if that's gonna do it, but that's interesting for sure. I don't live in Quebec anymore, by the way, but I'm still excited for it. Alright, Shane Andrews. Let's bring in another pinch hitter. He's 2 for 3 now. I'm keeping him in. 1-0. Oh, got drilled. Oh, well, things are getting interesting here. So, Shane Andrews got drilled. That loads up the bases, or so I thought. I guess not. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We have runners on first and second with nobody out, I guess. 0-2 for Ray Sanchez, and he struck out looking. That's not interesting. That shouldn't have happened. Alright, we're going to bring in another pinch hitter. That's going to be Rob Lukacic. Come on, buddy. Give us a hit. 1-2. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Alright, so now we have runners on second and third with 1 out. And now full count to Lukacic. Struck out swinging. Yikes. Oh, Russ McGinnis. Do I trust you here? I don't really have a better bat on the bench anymore. I've used pretty much everybody. Full count to Russ McGinnis. That's it, weakly to center, and I believe that's going to be the end of it. No, he dropped the ball. Ho, ho, ho. All right, it is 5-4. That's a drop ball in center field by Sean Green. Oh, no, it's Johnson playing center field now. Yes, it is. All right, come on, Marquise. Now is the time to get your first hit of the game. 2-2 that I've been waiting for all game. Oh, my God. Struck out looking. Alright, we lost 5-4. Alright, well, I tried. I brought in a bunch of subs and pinch hitters and whatnot, but we just couldn't do it. Alright, so Gordon, not the greatest start, gets the loss. I'm gonna go ahead and advance the day. Oh, Lee Guterman has been put on waivers by the Brewers. That's interesting. Oh, that could be because of a trade. We're past the trade deadline. So he might be part of a trade and needing to go through waivers. He hasn't been that bad for them. Well, I guess his stuff is too low. He's not able to strike anybody out anymore. Yeah, Tom Gordon. Actually, Tom Gordon was a starter at the start of his career. I also remember him more as a setup guy for the Yankees and everything. But early in his career, he was a starter for the Royals, I believe. All right. Nothing much more going on here in my universe, so we're gonna get ready to play game number 2. We're gonna be facing Esteban Loaiza, and we're gonna be sending Carlos Perez. And Carlos Perez doesn't have the best record, but lately he's been on fire, so hopefully he can give us another good start. Yeah, let's go for it. Alright, we're going to bring in a couple different players here. I'm going to take you out. I'm gonna give a start to Bill Duran at first. Todd Ainey has not been doing all that great. Ew. No, I think it's one of those games where I'm gonna bat Grissom third. I'm gonna bat Barberie second. There we go. I'm gonna give a start to Jerry Goff. I saw that Charles Johnson had a 0-for-8 slash line against Esteban Loaiza, so I'm gonna give him the day off, and I'm gonna start a lefty there instead. All right. Alright, the Pirates are going to go with Sean Green, J. Bell, Greenwell, Kevin Young, Jeff King, Martin Neff, Jeff Gardner, and Mandy Romero. Wow, a lot of different players we didn't face in game 1. Alright. So, of course, as usual, play ball. Hopefully we can win that one. Pirates are not... We're a little bit better than the Pirates, so we should be able to beat them. Alright, first for the Pirates at the top of the first is going to be Sean Green with Carlos Perez on the mound. 0-1. I say that, but we didn't... we don't have a very good record against them. Oh, Calderon here gets the ball all the way to the warning track. They changed the delivery for Carlos Perez. He used to not look like that. That looks kind of awkward. Alright, J. Bell walks on a full count. So there's a runner on first, 1 out. Greenwell is the batter. 1-0. Grounds it to second. And that's a double play. Carlos Perez walks a guy, but we managed to get out of the inning unscathed thanks to the double play. Esteban Loaiza on the mound for the Pirates. He doesn't have a whole lot of stamina, so if we can make him pitch some pitches and go through the lineup, we might be able to get to him. He's having a little bit of a tough year on the mound. Yeah, he's pretty young right now, I believe. Yeah, he's 22, so he still has room to grow a little bit. Alright, 1-1 against Delino the Shields. Yeah, Esteban Loaiza had a few good seasons and a few that were really not good. But he did have some decent seasons. Alright, Bret Barberie is next, 1-2. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first. Marquise Grissom is next, 2 outs, nobody on. Ooh! That's a solo blast for Marquise Grissom. His 11th home run of the season, and we take a 1-0 lead. Right, I always like to play with the lead. Alright, Ivan Calderon is going to be the next batter with 2 outs, full count. And there's going to be an infield single. He eats it. So after 2 outs, we get a solo blast, a single, and now Ruben Rivera comes to the plate. 2-2 to him. That's it. Is that out as well? Yeah. Ruben Rivera, the last 2 months of the season, he's been pretty good. That looks pretty good for the future. Hopefully he develops better than he did in real life. So that's a 2-run blast for Ruben Rivera. We are now up 3-0. It looks like we're facing the bad version of Esteban Loaiza today. I'm not going to complain. Alright, Shane Andrews is next, 0-2. Oh dear God, is that another one? Almost back to back to back. Calderon got a single in between all of that, but we have 3 home runs in inning number 1 here. It is 4-0 for the Expos. Alright, Bill Doran is next. 1-1. I guess he didn't get the memo that he needed to homer. Alright, that's the end of the inning. So, yeah. Yep, that looks about right. Alright, so Kevin Young is starting inning number 2 for the Pirates. We have Carlos Perez on the mound. No count. God, that looks awkward as a delivery. I'm not sure why they changed that. Alright, so he grounds out to second for out number 1. Jeff King is next, 0-2. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out for out number 2. Martin Neff is next, 1-2. I say that the delivery looks awkward, but then again, it doesn't look as awkward as when Dontrell Willis was pitching. That always looked very awkward to me. I never understood how he was able to pitch. Well, hey, if it worked for him, that's fine. Alright, Esteban Loaiza still on the mound. They're not pulling him just yet. We're going to have Jerry Goff come to bat now. 1-0 to him. And that's it. Opposite field all the way to the fence by the backup catcher. Yeah, that's not a good day at the office for Loaiza. So that's a double for Goff. And now Carlos Perez is the batter, who is a decent batter for a pitcher. No count. Oh, he's still trying to bunt. Alright, that's going to be a sacrifice. So that moves the runner to third base with only 1 out. We can always get a sac fly. And we have Delino the Shields at bat now. Only 1 out. 1-0. Oh, that's a wild pitch. Oh yeah, 5-0 for the Expos. Hey FJ, how are you doing, man? Did I know the Shield still at bat? Full count, 1 out, nobody on now. And that's going to be an infield single or an error, maybe? No, infield single. Bret Barberie is next. 1 out, runner on first. 0-1. Oh, that's a double play ball. And it is, yeah. Yeah. Work was okay for me today. Not too bad. I was the first one to get to the depot, so I got to open it, and like it was 5:40 in the morning. Like there was that nice breeze coming in and everything. It felt so good. All right, Jeff Garner is going to be the first one to face Carlos Perez in inning number 3. 2-2 to him. Yeah, where I live, it's still pretty warm. Like, we're talking, what, today, it's 93 right now today outside, where I live. So yeah, when I get to work and there's like that nice breeze and everything, I do enjoy it. Alright, Mandy Romero is the batter, no count. Alright, grounds it to third, and that's out number 2. Esteban Loaiza is next, 1-1. I do not live in California, no, I live in the American Midwest. Pretty sure that in California it's cooler than that right now. I think I saw Jero Nullet somewhere hiding, you know, in the list of people that are watching, so he might be able to attest to that or not. But usually California should, because of the ocean, usually the weather is better there. Alright, bottom of the third, Marquise Grissom is next. 1-2. That's it. Weekly should be cut by Kevin Young. It is for out number 1. Ivan Calderon is next. No count to him. Oh, that's not nice. So he got hit by pitch. Alright, runner on first. 1 out. Ruben Rivera is next. No count to him. Yeah, I know. It hasn't happened much lately. I'm hoping for a good off-season from my GM. This current GM, that's his first year. He's been the best I've had so far. He didn't make any stupid trades or anything. So I'm hoping that he can draft okay coming the next draft, and this coming off season I'm hoping that he can do something decent. Alright, so runner on first, 2 outs. Shane Andrews is next, 0-2. Mostly I think we just need a little bit more help on the mound. We're a little bit weak on the mound. My offense is usually not too terrible. We don't have a whole lot of home run power, but we have a lot of contact guys and speed. But the pitching has been killing me. And yes, I'm winning. We got 3 home runs in inning number 1. That was very nice. Alright, top of the fourth, Sean Green is the batter. We are up 5-0, 1-1. Grounds it to second. He's thrown out for out number 1. Jay Bell is next, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Alright, 2 outs. Mike Greenwell is next. No count to him. Throws it to first, and he is out. Have you had a chance to play some OOTP since yesterday? They've had enough of Esteban Loaiza. They're bringing in Paul Wagner as a reliever. Alright, so we have Bill Duran at the plate now, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Alright, Jerry Goff is next, 0-1. Oh, that's it. To right, and that's cut by Neff for out number 2. Carlos Perez is next, full count. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 3. Alright. Still 5-0 for the Expos. We are getting into the top of the 5th. Carlos Perez here facing Kevin Young. No count. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first for out number 1. I'm not betting on it. All I said is that GM so far has been better. And that's the whole reason I play this way, is that it's more challenging. Alright, Jeff King is next, 1-1. But I agree with you. The AI is probably not going to be very nice to me. But who knows? Alright, Martin Neff is next. 2 outs, 0-1. Grounds it to third. And he's thrown out for out number 3. We are going into the bottom of the 5th. Still up 5-0. Alright, Delano the Shields is going to be the batter. They still have Paul Wagner on the mound, 2-2. And he's thrown out for out number 1. Bret Barberie is the next batter, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Alright, Marquise Grissom with 2 outs. And that's popped and that's caught by J Bell for out number 3. Alright, nothing to say about the Expos here. Top of the 6th, Jeff Garner is going to be the first one to face Carlos Perez, 2-2. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Mandy Romero is next, 2-2. That's it to right, and that breaks up the no-hit bid by Carlos Perez in the top of the 6th with an opposite field single by Romero. Dave Magadan comes in as a pinch hitter with 1 out, full count, and he walks. Alright, so Carlos Perez here getting runners on with 1 out. Sean Green, 2-1. That's it to center. Rivera after it. Catches it for out number 2. J Bell is next. There's 2 outs now. They still have 2 runners on. They didn't advance. 1-1. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Alright, full count. That's a liner too short, and that's the end of the inning. Alright, still 5-0 for the Expos going into the bottom of the 6th. Tim Wakefield is coming in here as a reliever with his knuckleball. Alright, Ivan Calderon is next, 2-0 to him. He's going to pitch a knuckleball. That's hard to tell, but that was a single. Right, single to left for Calderon. We have a runner on board, nobody out. Ruben Rivera is next, 1-1. That's it to center for a base hit as well. So we have 2 runners on with nobody out. And Shane Andrews is the next batter, 3-1. That's it to right. That should be cut. It is. And that's the first out of the inning. Come on, BD. 2-0. Oh boy. Oh, that's going to be an infield single. Alright, we will take it. So now Bill Duran gets an infield single, loads up the bases. There's 1 out. We have the backup catcher, Jerry Goff, as the batter, 1-2. Oh, he struck out swinging. And now we have Carlos Perez, 1-2 to him. Oh, he struck out swinging as well. Alright, Mike Greenwell, the batter. 0-1 to him. That's a base hit to right. Alright, so Pirates get a base hit. Yes, but no. So she needs another scan done. She might need another surgery, actually. It was always going to be tricky because they did 4 levels in her neck, and usually the surgeons will do 2 or 3 at a time. It's really rare that they do more than 3, so it's possible that they have to go back and fix some stuff, but she needs a scan first so that we can determine if that needs to happen or not. She has migraines now, and like her hands get super numb, so she can't do much of anything really. Alright, 1 out. Jeff King the batter. And we got the runner at first, so now there's 2 outs with nobody on for Jeff King, 1-0. And that's a base hit. But as far as her neck goes, that's better, but it's like the surgery brought back a couple other issues she didn't have before, so... No, that's not very très bien. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. I actually know how to say très bien in Spanish, which is muy bien. I don't know a whole lot of Spanish, though. That's pretty much the extent of it. Well, I know how to say el gato. That's about it. Alright, Wakefield is on the mound for the Pirates. Delino the Shields is the batter. Bottom of the 7th, we are still up 5-0. So we scored early, and then we kind of calmed down a little bit. And that's a fly out to center. Bret Barberie is next, 1-1. And that's it to center. Oh, that's caught there. And that's 2 outs. Grissom is next, 2-2. That's going to be a base hit to right there. Alright, opposite field, single for Grissom with 2 outs. Calderon is next, no count. Oh, Grissom is going. That should be a stolen base on a knuckleball. What about poor Pirates? They beat me in game number 1. Ivan Calderon is still at the plate, 1-2. Struck out swinging. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, at the start of the 90s, they had a pretty good team, and they've blown it up, and it feels like they've never been good since. Alright, Joe Biasouchi is the next batter. He's a pinch. Yeah, he's coming in as a pinch hitter, 1-1. That's it to center. It's gonna fall in front of Rivera for a base hit. Yeah, the start of the 90s, they had like Bobby Bonilla, back when he was good. They had like Barry Bonds, Andy Van Slyke was good, Jay Bell was good. They had some decent players, they just couldn't pull it together. And then they got rid of all their good players, and yeah, it's like they've never been good after that. Alright, strikeout against Romero. There's 1 out, runner on first. Ken Bonifay comes in as a pinch hitter, 1-0. Alright, so even though Carlos Perez is having a good start, I need to check his pitch count. I don't want for him to tore his rotator cuff now that he's pitching better. Yeah, 88, he's good, he's good. Alright, a grounder to second. And Owens is thrown out. So a little bit of baseball trivia that not everybody knows, but Tim Wakefield was actually drafted as a first baseman. And he had to become a pitcher pitching a knuckleball out of necessity. And that's how he became a pitcher. Alright, so, oh, and I don't know how to say his name. Von Wexberg is now the pitcher for the Pirates. Ruben Rivera is the batter, 3-0. And he walks on 4 pitches. The next Bobby Bonilla day is whenever the Mets pay him to stay at home. There's not that many more of those. I think they're only paying him until 2025, I think. I could be wrong on that. Shane Andrews. Oh. Rivera got cut stealing. That's okay, we're up by 5. Alright, Shane Andrews still 2-1. Grounds it to third. He's thrown out at first for out number 2. Yeah, it is. Bill Doran is next. 0-2. Struck out swinging. Wow, that's a bad day for Bill Doran. I mean, he's not an extraordinary player, but he usually doesn't strike out all that much. But that's the second time now. Oh, by the way, I finally saw the hit by Ridley Gregg, and I agree. I can't believe he got suspended for that, but it is what it is. I mean, even Dubois after the game said that he felt that it was reactionary and not like there was no intent there. So I can't believe he got suspended. Alright, so that's a base hit for J Bell. And I get to watch the preseason game for real tomorrow. The game is going to be on ESPN+. Right, 0-2 to Greenwell. So we play the Leafs for the preseason tomorrow. I'm excited. I've been missing Aki. 1-0 to Kevin Young. Grounds it to second. And that's it. Alright, complete game shutout for Carlos Perez. Just like I said before the game started, he's been playing a lot better lately. Alright, so his record now is I mean, considering that we're bad, 11-13 is a respectable record. Didn't get many strikeouts, but and an even 100 pitches. Oh, that's a good question. I think we are probably gonna be in the picture for a wild card spot, but we're probably gonna fall short. A lot of it is gonna depend on if we get the goaltending. At the end of last year, we were playing a lot better, and we were getting the goaltending, so we've been winning a lot of games. So if we get goaltending, I think that we're gonna be in the conversation for a wild card spot. But if Matt Murray is like he was last year, forget it. That's just not happening. Hey, if Matt Murray puts up a 920, I think we have a wild card spot. I do think that. I think our young players are gonna improve enough to bring us over that threshold. But it's all gonna be about the goaltending, which we didn't get at the start of last year. Matt Murray was pretty much the worst goaltender I've seen play for the Sens in a long time. At the end of the year, before he got hurt again, he was actually pretty good for a few games. Brian McRae got 5 hits. That would be awesome, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one. We've talked about that a little bit before. Where do you think the Abs are gonna end up? Oh, is it Maya Rivera that's being a good... Yes, Ruben Rivera is doing something positive. I'm gonna read that. When Ruben Rivera isn't on the diamond, he enjoys working with the less fortunate. Explaining his reasoning, he said, "Growing up poor in Panama, my family and I often had to rely on the community to help me get through tough times. Now that I'm doing well financially, I want to give back, and I am working hard to try and get my team and teammates to do the same. Honestly, I do this for selfish reasons." He continued with a smile. "Nothing makes me feel better than working with these kids and helping them to succeed." Oh, that's good. Whenever one of your players do something good, yeah, you want that. All right, so some positivity in my bad season. You just want Shane, right? Yeah, this year it's pretty clear cut. It's Shane Wright and everybody else. Alright, so John Lieber on the mound for the Pirates. He actually has a winning record for a bad team, so that's not to be taken lightly. But we're sending one of our best as well, Jose Rosado. So we're going to see here if we can beat the Pirates in game number 3 of this series. Alright, so the Pirates are going to go with Sean Green, J. Bell, Kevin Young, Jeff King, Andy Van Slyke, Martin Neff, Carlos Garcia, and Paul Conarko. I'm going to keep this lineup here. Oh wow, look at that batting average. Look at that good record for Charles Johnson against John Lieber. I really managed that well. I set him against Loaiza because he didn't have a lot of success against him, and look at that, 8 for 15 against John Lieber. Why do you want to relocate the team to Gatineau? There must be a joke there, but I don't get it. I never claimed to be smart. Alright, Sean Green facing Jose Rosado, top of the first, 3-1 to him. Okay, but why Gatineau? Gatineau is not very big, and it's like really close to Ottawa. Do you want to just create a big rivalry with the Sens or something? 3-0 to J. Bell, and he walks on 4 pitches. Kevin Young is next. No count. Runner on first with 1 out. That's it to the left. Calderon after it. He catches it for out number 2. The runner stays at first on the play. Jeff King is next. 1-0. That's going to be an error again on the Shields. That's the second error of this series. The Ottawa Gatineau Canadian Senators. Oh boy. Alright, Van Slyke is now the batter, 2-1. That's a base hit to right. Yikes. I thought I was going to get out of that inning, alright. And all of a sudden, the Pirates are up 1-0. Alright, 2 on, 2 outs for Martin Neff. 2-0 to him. That's it to center. Are you getting NHL 22, FJ? Yeah, that's not a great start. Usually Rosado is a lot better than that. Oh, you're tired of the EA Sports BS. Delino the Shields facing John Lieber, 1-2. And he grounds it to first for out number 1. Marquise Grissom is next, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Yeah. I'm not that big on it either, but I figured I might as well get it and stream it at least for a little bit and see what happens. Ivan Calderon with 2 outs. Grounds it to short. Of course, I'm going to get Franchise Hockey Manager 8 whenever that releases. Alright. Carlos Garcia. Mostly this year, I'm kind of curious about how it's going to look like with the new engine. See if it's going to feel better. 2-2 to Conarko. Strikes out looking for out number 2. And now John Lieber is the batter. 0-1. Grounds it to third. Oh yeah? What makes you excited for it? Did you see anything about it that makes you excited? That's way too early for them to announce anything. Alright, Charles Johnson. Full count. Struck out swinging. John Lieber with a good start here. Ruben Rivera is next, 1 and 2. Hey, it's alright to be excited for a game. And he struck out as well. Bret Barberie is next, no count. It's a 2 left, and that's out number 3. There's a few games I'm excited about that are not sports related. Alright. Oh, that's true. You got MLB The Show. Did you completely stop playing that as well? J Bell is next, 2 and 2. Oh, that's a base hit to center. Alright, so after 1 out, J Bell gets on board here for the Pirates. Kevin Young is the batter. No count. What? That sucks. What did you do to your Xbox? Alright, that was a double play, by the way. We're out of that inning. Right, bottom of the 3rd, Shane Andrews comes to bat. 1 and 0. That's it to right. And that's cut by Garcia at second base. Well, that's not good. Todd Haney is next. How long have you had your Xbox for? Grounds it to first. Grounds it to short. The throw to first, and he's out for out number 2. Jose Rosado is next. Full count to him. Grounds it to short. The throw to first, and that's it. All right. So Rosado facing Jeff King in the top of the 4th now. Ah, you had it a little while. That still sucks, man. But now that you're working and that you're young, you should be completely irresponsible with your money and get yourself a PS5 whenever you can find one. I'm just joking. Don't put yourself in financial trouble for video games. Aha, see? I read your mind. Alright, Andy Van Slyke is next. 1 out, 2 and 2. I think that's out of here. And it is solo blast for Andy Van Slyke. So he's produced both runs for the Pirates in this game. Pirates are up 2-0. I do like the PS5, but it is a massive piece of hardware. Martin Neff is next, 2 and 2. Yeah, if you get a PS5, let me know. I'm gonna add you as a friend there. Alright, so he struck out, 2 outs. Carlos Garcia is now the batter, 2 and 2 to him, and he struck out looking. I think, yeah, it kind of froze there. All right. Bottom of the 4th, John Lieber on the mound still. Delino the Shields the batter. No count. And that's our first base hit of the game. A single to center for Delino the Shields. So we have some speed on bases now. No out. Grissom is the batter. 2 and 0. Grounds it to second. And that is a double play. Alright, Calderon is next. 3 and 1 to him. And he's... yeah, he walks, sorry. Charles Johnson is next. No count. Oh, Calderon goes. And he's safe. That's 38 stolen bases for Calderon this season. Full count to Johnson. And he pops out to second. That's cut by Garcia. That's the end of the inning. We get 2 runners on base, but we cannot do anything with them. We are still down 2-0 going into the top of the 5th. Paul Conarko is the batter now, 1-1. That's it to center, and that's over Rivera's head. So that's a double for Conarko with nobody out. No, the pitcher Lieber is there. He's probably going to bunt. Alright, so the sacrifice works. Runner gets to third base with only one out, so that allows the possibility for the sac fly with Sean Green, the batter, 2-2. And that's a base hit to left, and that's going to be extra bases all the way to the fence. That's a double for Sean Green. It is now 3-0 for the Pirates. Alright, J-Bell is next with only one out. No count. Oh, runner's going. He's safe. Alright. J-Bell. Oh, that was hit hard at short, so Sean Green doesn't go home, so he stays at third. Now there's two outs, and Kevin Young is the batter, 2-2. And that's lined at the Shields at second base for out number 3. Alright. Ruben Rivera is the batter, 2-0. Oh, is it out of here again? 2 home runs in 2 games for Ruben Rivera. It is now 3-1 for the Pirates. We are back in this game, only 2 runs back. Yeah, is Rivera gonna get to 20 home runs? He's at 17. There's still time. There's about 15 games left. Right, Barberie is next. Full count to him. Struck out swinging. Yeah, it's been a tough go for Barberie lately. Shane Andrews, 2-2 to him. Struck out swinging as well. Todd Ane, 1-2. And he struck out swinging as well. Lieber strikes out the side, although he did allow a solo blast to Ruben Rivera. We are down 2 at the top of the 6th in Montreal. Jeff King, 1-2 to him. Grounds it to third. That's a good throw by Shane Andrews, and that's out number 1. And Van Slyke is next. No count to him. Alright, that's it to center. That's cut by Rivera. 2 outs for the Pirates now, with Martinez the batter, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Oh, yeah. Alright, so Rosado with a pretty good inning here. Going into the bottom of the 6th. Oh, he's the next batter, huh? Yeah, I think he pitched 6 innings. We're gonna go ahead and bring somebody else. Bring Woody Green. Two and 2. And he struck out. Wow. Okay. I might want to stop taking Woody Green as a pinch hitter, because I just looked at that stat there. With that strikeout, he is now 0 for 14 as a pinch hitter. Not exactly ideal. The Shields with a full count. That's it to left. It has some carry, but not enough. And that's cut there by Neff for out number 2. Now Marquise Grissom is next, 2-2. That's a base hit to right. So Grissom gets on base after 2 outs. And now we have Ivan Calderon at the plate, 1-0. And that's popped and cut by Kevin Young. That's the end of the 6th inning for us. We're gonna go top of the 7th. Too much choice, man. I'm gonna do James Wynn, because why not? Right, James Wynn on the mound, Carlos Garcia the batter, full count. Rounds it to first, and he's out. Paul Conarko is next, 1-2. Struck out swinging. And now John Lieber with 2 outs, full count to the pitcher, and he walks. Don't walk the pitcher, especially with 2 outs. Jeez. Sean Green, 2 outs, runner on first, 1-2. That's it to center. That's cut by Rivera. So win allows a walk, but nothing else. We're going into the bottom of the 7th. Charles Johnson is the batter, 1-1. And that's gonna fall in for a base hit. Alright, so Johnson with the single. Putting in Mitch Simons as a pinch runner. Full count to Rivera. Oh, that's it. Weakly to left. And that is out number 1. Bret Barberie is next. 0-2. Struck out swinging. Jeez. Shane Andrews, 2 outs. Runner on first. 2-2. Oh, Mitch Simons went. And he's safe for stolen base number 2 for him. But Shane Andrews hit a fly ball to center, and that's cut by Green for out number 3. Alright, well, I tried. Alright, so bring back Jerry Goff. It's gonna be my catcher. No, I need a pitcher. Yeah, so many stars. Not star players, just stars. Alright, and now I need a pitcher. Who do I bring? Righty. Let's go with I haven't had John Doris pitch in a while. I guess he can. What do you mean? Why they're not that good, or? Oh, or why it's nothing close to what the Expos had back in the day. No, it's we're in September, so I have a lot of, with the September call-ups, I have a lot of players on the roster, so that's why there was so many stars everywhere. Alright, Jeff King runner on first, 1 out, 1-1. Oh, runner's going, and he's, oh, not only is he safe, but we pitched in the outfield. Yeah, I guess you got in when I was trying to do some substitutions. And with the September call-ups, I have too many options, so I'm like, okay, well, I can play this guy or this guy, and sometimes it takes me a second to decide. And that's it. Oh, what a play by Calderon. I'm not sure he needed to dive there. That's going to be a sac fly, too, so it is 4-1 for the Pirates now. There are 2 outs, however, and now Andy Van Slyke comes to the plate. Another base hit for Van Slyke. That's a good game for him. You mean the camera angle? I like it like that. It reminds me of like the old baseball games, like Bases Loaded on the NES when I was a kid and things like that. Also kind of reminds me a little bit of, you know, how they used to show games on TV back in the day as well. No, Pirates are not going to be in the postseason. Neither am I, by the way. But oh, strikeout. No, actually, the Pirates. Can we see their record here? No, I don't think so. probably can't here, can we? No. Anyway, we both have a losing record. Yeah, the 3D is not perfect, so it does have some things like that that are gonna show up. All right, so Rod Anderson is now on the mound for the Pirates, bottom of the 8th. I need some hits. I think I'm gonna pinch it for Todd Haney. He's not been doing much lately. 1-0. That's a base hit to center. All right, we might be able to get something going here. All right, Jerry Goff is next. No count. Oh yeah, that's opposite field, left center, all the way to the fence. All right, it doesn't score a run, but we have 2 runners in scoring position on the double now. Now we have the Shields at bat. He can get things going. 0-2. Come on, buddy. That kills me. Striking out looking with runners in scoring position is the bane of my existence. Alright, Marquise Grissom is next. 2-2. That's it. Weekly to center. Well, not weekly, all the way to the warning track. That's a sac fly. So it is 4-2, but we have 2 outs now. Pinch runner. Oh yeah, pinch runner for Goff. I can afford it. I have plenty of catchers. Lukacic is fast. I think that's gonna be yeah, that's gonna be my pinch runner. Doran scored. We're gonna put him for Goff here. Actually, Lukacic can play catcher too. He's not all that great at it, but he can. All right. Calderon, 2 outs, runner on second base. Come on, that's my best hitter. 2-2. He struck out swinging. And I'm gonna go ahead and put Alright. I guess I'm gonna bring Ruskin to try to shut them out. Whoa, who's missing? Oh. Wow, okay. It happens, folks. Catcher, pitcher. Oh, I need a first baseman. Alright, Russ McGinnis it is. I got sidetracked. It happens. Thankfully, I'm not a real-life MLB manager. Right, so they're bringing in Mike Greenwell as a pinch hitter. Scott Ruskin's on the mound, 0-2. Did we drill him? Yes, we did. Alright, not good, not good. Alright, Paul Conarko is next, 1-1. Right, Rivera is there, and it's above his head. Oh my god. It's gonna score a run. No, it didn't. They held the runner at third. Conarko got hurt, but he stays in the game. So there's 2 runners in scoring position. There's nobody out. Joe Biasouchi comes in as a pinch hitter. No count to him. We're gonna walk him and load the bases because, you know, it's for dramatic effect. Alright, Sean Green, 2-2 to him. Oh, that's it. Weekly in foul territory. That's cut by Shane Andrews. That's out number 1. And now we're 1 double play away from getting out of this. 2-2 to J Bell. That's it. Weekly to left. I don't think it's going to be deep enough. Calderon with the throw home. They're not going. 2 outs. Bases are still juiced. Kevin Young is now the batter. Ugh. 1-1. Grounds it to second. Hey, we got out of that without allowing a run. That's pretty darn excellent. Whenever you load up the bases with nobody out and you don't allow a run, that's definitely pretty good. Right, I need somebody with a little bit more pop in his bat. We're gonna say Johnny Knott in for Mitch Simons. 1-2 to him. That's a base hit to right. Okay, okay. Alright, so we have a runner on base, nobody out. Ruben Rivera is next. He already has a solo blast in this game. 2-2. Oh, struck out swinging. That's tough. Alright, McGinnis, come on. 0-1. Ooh. And that's a game-ending double play. Yikes, we dropped 2 out of 3 against the Pirates. That's not very good. Actually, I think with that they're gonna pass us in the standings unless I'm mistaken. No, we're still a little bit ahead, but oof. That hurt. Oh, Jim Abbott pitched a shutout game in a 14-0 game against the Kansas City Royals. And Donovan Osborne also pitched a complete game shutout against the Marlins. Those were a lot more common in the 90s than they are today. Brett Endley leaves team to care for a sick child. Ooh. Well, I don't know why you're sending that email to me. I'm not the GM. I'm only the manager, man. Hopefully the team is gonna help you. I don't want for you to feel sad. You've been playing well lately. Juan Gonzalez is the player of the week in the American League. Todd Hollandsworth, wow, is the same in the National League. Bob Tewksbury's season is over in Houston. Oh god, yeah, torn ulnar collateral. Okay, torn UCL. He's gonna miss basically most of next year too. That sucks. I liked Bob Tewksbury when I was a kid. He wasn't walking many people. Alright, and where are we? Ooh, we continue to drop in the power rankings. We're 25th. Yikes. That's not good. And I'm gonna go ahead and save this game. And I'm gonna go ahead and call this a day for today. I appreciate everybody that's new, that's shown up. Always feel free to drop by. Where we can talk baseball, sometimes we talk hockey, sometimes we don't talk at all. That's okay. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for today. As usual, I want to thank you for tuning in, and until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.